Flipping Houses, The Ultimate Guide to Flipping Houses and Creating Wealth. Written by J. Lorin. Narrated by Stephen M. Gillikin.
Chapter 1. Preparing for Change as a 9-to-5 Millennial. Millennials, equally referred to as the Net Generation, or Generation Y, consist of a demographic which comes after Generation X. Millennials is a term which is typically used to describe individuals born between 1980 and 2000. Millennials were raised in a world filled with electronics and connected socially. This generation has attained the most attention from marketing because they are the most diverse generation in terms of ethnicity. They are more accepting of differences. This set of individuals are usually more confident because they were told they were very unique. Millennials also have more optimism about America's future in comparison to other generations. This remains the case even though they are the first generation that is expected to attain less economic success in comparison to their parents. One major result of the optimism many millennials have is heading into adulthood with unrealistic expectations. Sometimes this may result in disappointment. Many early millennials went past post-secondary education only to end up underemployed in unrelated sectors or moving between various jobs more regularly than the past generations. Some of them even remain stuck in these dead-end jobs, making other individuals rich instead of engaging in something beneficial to them. Their expectations may have come from the very involved and encouraging group of parents we call the helicopter parents today. Presently, the generation of millennials is dealing with issues in the market as opposed to previous generations. Many millennials are battling to survive in the market. With numerous problems ranging from inflation in the education sector, AI job screening, less earning than past generations, fast growth in technology, dealing with more college debt, and a host of other issues, the millennials don't find it easy as many of these make it even more complicated for them. However, technology has given millennials an edge. Many millennials were raised with the internet and computers with a GUI or a graphical user interface. Because they are familiar with all of these, they have a less stressful time understanding visual languages and interfaces. They can adjust quickly to new OS or operating systems, devices, and programs. They are equally more capable of performing tasks that are computer-based faster than in past generations. Although there is proof that multitasking is not an efficient manner of working, millennials could be the employees that can make it work. Generally, millennials don't have issues with the concept of public internet life. From the perspective of the millennial, privacy is mostly an issue of functional setting than limits who can see what they share online. The level of comfort they have with social media implies that they are great at promoting themselves and great at creating connections via social media. However, this approach often leads to a problem when they compare themselves with their peers. When it has to do with getting things done, millennials depend on the internet a lot. If any issue arises with their devices or gadgets, they often head to the internet to look for help in pointing out correcting these problems. All of these ensures that this generation has a more in-depth understanding of hardware issues and programming, all of which gives them an edge in the current market. One of the edge millennials have with their knowledge of the internet and getting things done is that they can engage in various kinds of businesses right from the comfort of their homes. This is possible without the need to go into the continuous cycle of the 9-to-5. A perfect example of this is the business of flipping houses. With their knowledge of technology and the way the internet works, they can be one of the leaders in the business in no time. The lie of the 9-to-5. Speaking frankly, the standard 9-to-5 job to help someone achieve his/her goals is not fun. You spend all your time working for another individual with minimal freedom. As if that is not enough, the cash you make is not proportional to the amount of work you are putting in. The great news is that there are other things you can do which would help you earn all the cash you need without having to compromise your freedom and well-being. One of these is the business of flipping houses. If you go into the business of flipping, you can be your own boss, work during your free time, and still remain fulfilled in the process. But knowing this, why then are a lot of individuals
Sample complete. Ready to continue?